So we are going to create a really simple elastic channel to go on the hem of our sleeve so that it gathers up really nicely. There's a few ways you could do this. I am just going to be basically folding this down, creating a channel and feeding my elastic through. If you want to get your elastic, I'm just using a 1/4 inch elastic. And firstly, I've just measured it up with the size of my sleeve. And now what we want to do is take about 2 inches off of this. It doesn't have to be exact. It depends on how much gathers you want in your sleeve. So you can see here, it's quite a bit shorter there. And I'm going to turn this sleeve inside out. I'm just going to use my fingers to fold over about 1/2 centimetre, 1/4 inch, roughly. This doesn't have to be perfect. And I'm just pressing as far as I can on that flat side. And then I'm just going to lift that up and rotate slightly and go a little bit further. Trying to keep it even. You can use a seam gauge or a measuring tape just to double check, just if you want it a little bit more precise. We're essentially going to do that same thing, but we're going to fold that a little bit further, take our elastic and just double check that once that's in there and we've done a stitch line, that there's plenty of room for that elastic to be fed through. I'm trying to use my stripes here as a guide to get that really clean hem. And now we can go to the sewing machine and stitch a line of stitching. And now I'm lining this up, all standard settings. I'm coming from the inside this time and keeping a really even seam allowance, starting with a back stitch and then running this through. Right, so when you get about 1 inch away, then you just want to stop, and I'm going to do a little back stitch. We're going to keep this section of the channel empty so that we can feed our elastic through, and we'll come in and sew that up at the end. I've got the end of my elastic and I'm just going to grab a safety pin and pop that through. And now we've got our safety pin attached. What we want to do is feed it through this channel. So just going to put that here. It's a bit like making a scrunchie. It's a little bit fiddly, but you've just got to essentially gather the fabric and keep pulling through. My safety pin is here at the moment and I'm almost going to lose this little bit of elastic. So what I'm going to do is just bring it up. And I'm going to take a pin and I'm just going to just attach that. I'm going all the way through the layers. I just want to make sure that that stays safe. I've got my safety pin all the way back round, as you can see. So I'm just going to grab that. I'm going to grab this pin. It's a little bit fiddly, but I just want to make sure I've got each bit of elastic in my hand. I think I actually need to make my elastic a little bit shorter. I'm just going to pull that a little bit further, and you see we've got a slightly narrower cuff. It's got a good stretch, and I can make this all even all the way around the edge. So because this is quite a thin elastic, I'm just going to pull it taut, and I'm going to stitch a zigzag stitch just here, and then let that go back into my sleeve. So I've got a zigzag stitch set up, and I'm just going to drop my needle in, and I am using the hand crank to put the zigzag stitch in. And I'm going to go back and forth a couple of times. Make sure that that's really secure. I've got this solid line of stitching so they are not coming apart. So once you've sewn that, you can then just pull it like that, and your elastic is now hidden inside your cuff, and you can move all of this around. Now what you want to do is just finish off this little seam. So I've just changed all my settings back to a straight stitch, and it's a little bit tricky to put this on the machine now that it's got elastic in the cuff. So I've kept the arm off. I'm just finding where I finished my last seam, dropping my needle in, and I'm just going to lightly, ever so lightly, stretch my fabric so that I'm getting a nice, straight, even stitch. So I'm just going to start up here, my reverse, and I'm just going to, it's basically to stabilize it. I'm not pulling it too far, stretching it too far from either side. I'm just stabling the fabric so that it sits flat. And then we're going to line that up where we finished before and just do a little back stitch. Okay, so this is what we started with, quite a wide sleeve, and then this is our sleeve after we've added in an elastic channel. So it's got some good stretch. It will stretch back to that original shape. So as long as this fits you, then this will fit too. But don't forget, you can adjust the length of your elastic just to fit yourself, your arm, and whatever's comfortable for you. I'd recommend starting with a piece of elastic that's originally the same length as your sleeve when it's flat, and then taking about 2 inches off.